My favorite thing about being dad was that brief moment a couple days ago when we were playing Destiny that you like seriously contemplated changing your PSN name to Bean Dad.
Dude, I had come on.
Bro, someone needs to do something about that Bean Dad guy. He's killing me. Like Nintendo Direct rumors, we're back with another episode. This is the PodBoyz Advanced Podcast. It's a weekly discussion where we go over the latest in gaming and throw in a little bit of whatever else we want to talk about. My name is Oscar. I'm joined, as always, by my co-host and best friend,
Bean Dad. How you doing?
Bean Dad, coming to you live and direct here on this podcast. How you doing, Bean Dad? Have you eaten anything today?
I tried really hard, but I couldn't figure out the can opener, so no.
But you understand what the components of the can opener do, so why can't you figure out the can opener?
I'm not doing this.
Oh, but yeah, anyway.
I'm Eric, not Bean Dad. Just to be clear, it is Eric.
Thank you, Eric.
It is I, not Bean Dad.
How are you doing today, Bean, Eric?
Beanky?
Yeah, Beanky boy.
I'm doing all right, man. How are you?
I'm chilling. You know, it's just like close to around when we started the podcast, craziness going outside in the world, but you know, looks like hopefully it's finally calming down. So, but as always, let's distract ourselves with video games and booze. What are you drinking this week, man?
Well, today, sir, in honor of your Ghost Stream multi-stream you had today, shout outs to VC, Hunter 64,
and the homie Jakin, the homie Bacon Jakin.
Yeah, shout outs to all you guys. That was a pretty good stream. I was popping in and out of that, so
thanks, dude. Yeah, it was wild, dude. The freaking
it looked tough.
We'll get to it, but holy shit,
it looked tough, man.
Yeah,
it looked really tough.
It's something else.
But yeah, I am the beer I'm drinking actually has got this like samurai looking fellow on it.
Oh, nice.
Let me see, maybe I could turn this light away a little bit.
Okay, I see him. I see him.
If I
let's say umami.
Yeah, it's an Unami IPA.
Umami IPA, huh?
Umami IPA, and the catch it just says sorry.
Okay.
And the catch is it has this whole warning on the back.
Why are you sorry, Mr. Samurai? What'd you do?
It reads, "I'm sorry. I didn't ask you what you like. We brewed a truly Japanese beer that we wanted to drink without being bound to the conventional beer scenes and standard recipes. Umami IPA brew with dried bonito. Umami, the savory profile extracted from bonito flakes, increases complex flavors and unique aromas, taking your palate to another world." So apparently there's bonito flakes in here.
It sounds like you're in for some sort of ride over there, dude.
So yeah, there's fish in this IPA, guys.
I'm out. That's where you leave me, and now we have to cancel the podcast because that's gross.
I was honestly just super curious as to what this was gonna be like, and I did it, and I just got it, and here we are.
Wow. Well, all right. Well, you enjoy that, sir. I myself am also rocking an IPA. a hazy double IPA. It's a double. Oh crap! I just read double. Oh no! What have I done? It's by Actitud Cervecería Artesanal. So it's Attitude Artisanal
Is this a Mexican
Brewery.
like?
I don't know, but it's called OG Haze Pineapple Express, and it's got
Oh,
a
jeez,
big old fucking weed leaf on there. Let's go.
sick, dude. You're a
I'm gonna,
variety.
yeah, I'm gonna die. It's got a cool little. I don't know if it'll catch you. It's got this cool little luchador guy right there,
Oh yeah.
little homie.
So I'm gonna fish die, and you're gonna double IPA die.
I'm gonna double IPA die.
Cool.
Oof.
All right. Are you ready for this, man?
Oh crap! Hold on. You read the description of yours. Let me read my description.
Go for it.
Exploring the magical synergy between the flavorful and aromatic compounds of hops and cannabis, we loaded this sticky, icky goodness with Citra, Columbus, Amarillo, and Mosaic hops, all fresh from our stash, which set the stage for the dank terpenes of the classic Pineapple Express strain. The result is an explosion of citrus, tropical fruit, like overripe mango and pineapple, distinct pine, and a slight herbal finish. This has also been infused with cannabis indica. I'm gonna die tonight, friends.
Why did you even get that?
I didn't read it until now. I just thought it looked cool.
Oh my god, we've talked about this before. About drinking and
Hey, you know what? I did it again too because there's 2 cans sitting in my car of stuff that I copped last week that's literally all based on can appeal, baby. I did not read those things.
wow. All right. Well,
Well, cheers. Cheers to you.
cheers.
Oh, my camera's in a different position. By the way, for those of you who watch on YouTube, different background today because as Erky mentioned earlier, I had a stream. Oh, holy crap.
Whoa.
That doesn't hit like a double IPA. That doesn't taste like almost anything. That's good. Oh, that's really good.
Oh man, this beer is straight from
Oh,
Japan.
there it is. There it is. There it is. Okay.
This one hit hard. It tastes like it. It just tastes like an IPA. It doesn't. I taste no fish in this.
Okay.
But
This one tastes like almost nothing, and then like seconds later, you like feel the like bitter come in. Like,
yeah,
it's a delayed effect. It's wild.
yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying before I sipped that beer, I had a stream, as Eric was mentioning earlier, a Ghost of Tsushima Legends stream with the homies Jakin, Hunter N64, and V Sips, and immediately came to record the podcast. So I didn't want to like. For those of you who are in the Discord, you know that my setup is very precarious and willy nilly in my room, so I didn't want to go through the hassle of like flipping everything around. So you guys get this wall today.
The other wall.
The other wall.
That's the VMOP wall.
It is the VMOP wall. Yes, for those of you who follow the channel, it is the VMOP wall. People have seen this before.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, man, what you been getting up into this week game wise? What you been playing?
I played a little bit of Destiny as per usual.
Iron Banner.
Played some more Ghost, and I've been playing Smash, dude. I've been getting good with Sephiroth.
Oh, dude, you've actually been like putting in some work with Sephiroth?
Mm-hmm.
Nice, nice.
Yep.
He's kind of like too slow for my liking. He's too like floaty when he moves.
He's slow, but those hitboxes.
Oh no, yeah, for sure.
He's because the reason why I feel like I'm good with him is because Byleth is also slow.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been maining Byleth for a while now. And so going to Sephiroth, it's like pretty much the same thing. He doesn't have the same range as Byleth with like some of her weapons. but the only thing
He doesn't have more range than Byleth with
I feel
that
like
big ass sword.
I feel like Byleth has like more range, but the thing is like Sephiroth hits way harder.
Mm.
And also like the thing that Byleth has too is she they have a bow and arrow, so
Oh
you
yeah, the
can
bow.
you can
I forgot about the bow. Yes.
yeah, so you can snipe people off the map with that thing. So and Sephiroth doesn't have any like he has the fireball, but it's really slow. So since
See,
that thing is really slow, it's not you
the
can't
the
play it the same.
the few times I played with him, that's like how I got the majority of my kills was the fireball. Because like I think I mentioned this before, but it's very sim. Oh no, I think I mentioned it while we were playing. It's similar to Hero's giant fireball, which I got really fucking good at.
Mm,
You know, I played my hero. I got decent with hero, and
yeah,
so like I was kind of used to the timing of that fireball. But the thing is dope. It's a combination of my two of two of my mains. So it's a combination of Hero's Fireball with the freaking PK Flash that Nest does too. Because if you know you can trigger it early to make the big explosion. You can like you know how it like slowly creeps up and then it slowly speeds up at the end. It's similar to how the PK Flash works.
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I've been trying to get good with him, man. So far, so good. I feel like I'm pretty good now. I can do okay. I can hold my own with Sephiroth now.
Nice, nice, nice. How far are you in Ghost? You in Act 3 yet?
Mm, no, I went back and kept doing more of Norio and his stuff.
Norio. The
So
homie, dude. I love Norio.
yeah,
Did you finish his story?
no, I have not.
Oh God. Okay. Okay.
I
Cool.
didn't get that much time on Ghost. I played a little bit and then I went into Destiny with you that one day.
Mm-hmm.
And then one other thing I did play is so I decided to start up God of War again. And
Joey, welcome to the club.
I haven't played God of War in so long since I beat like the main story.
Mm-hmm.
So I never went back and beat like I had defeated some of the Valkyries, but not all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so I hadn't like done a lot of the stuff. So I went and I got the Valkyrie amulet and I was doing other shit. And then I quickly realized that the end game is so fucking hard and that I even at like the end game section of this game, I was still under leveled to fight some of these fucking like enemies, dude.
Dude, the game in itself is pretty tough. Like, uh, I'm playing Dad of War 2, and like I feel like it kind of discourages exploration to a point because like yeah, you can go almost any like pretty far and explore, but most of the shit you end up fighting, you have to fight like a purple barred enemy that's way too like over leveled for you, and you can't do anything. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I think it's really meant. I think the way it's all set up, I think it kind of wants you to do the main story first,
mm-hmm.
and then go back and do all the exploring shit.
Which kind of like I mean if that's how they want it to work, then I mean that's their choice, but that's kind of whack, you know, to me.
Yeah, in a way.
I feel like the world should scale with you, you know.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they do a little bit, but the thing is, like, since you have the boat from early on, and you can just go off and do other shit, you end up going to like places where you're gonna go eventually towards the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So you are gonna get eventually strong enough to fight these enemies as you're playing through the game. However, there's some spots where like you could end up exploring and all of a sudden you're in an end game spot and there's this level 7 guy that is just kicking your ass.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's like I didn't know I forgot how to play the games, and then all of a sudden I was fighting a Valkyrie and I was like, how do I do this?
Yeah.
So I decided to just go ahead and start the new game plus and go back and actually
Relearn
relearn
everything.
all the things, take it slow.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, so that's that, man. That's what I've been playing. What have you been up to?
Well, same thing. Like we just talked about. I've been playing Data War. I've been playing a lot of it actually. I think I'm like a little over 20 hours in now. I just been playing that. Like I literally like play it. Like I'll play it for a good minute. You hop on, I'll switch to Destiny. You hop off, I'll switch back to God of War. Or like if you want to do solo stuff, I'll switch to God of War. So I just been getting good at time in it, and like it's good. It's a really good game. I'm like the combat's growing on me. Like I wasn't a fan at the beginning. I'm still not like fully. I'm still never gonna get over the whole like press the down on the D-pad to flip sides thing. Like that's still super dumb to me. But I'm
You
adapting to.
can, but you can like that's just the thing. What do you mean, like? Because I just played it recently, and you can use your camera like you can. I don't know what you're talking about,
Well,
really, but like,
when you're in combat, if there's enemies, if you're fighting someone in front of you, you can't
oh, you can't
instantly
turn
turn.
around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
you gotta
instantly
use
turn
the.
around. You have to use the D-pad. Yeah,
If someone's behind you, you do have to use
yeah,
the D-pad.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's super like dumb and counterintuitive and annoying, but I adapted to it. I got it down now. I figured it out. And I'm a lot better now. Like I'm getting through bosses first try now and stuff like that, like the trolls, and I fought a dragon, which was pretty freaking dope. That was a cool boss battle.
Oh yeah, the dragon. You gotta like you gotta unchain him first, don't you?
No, no, no. You gotta like first you like chase him through like this tunnel system.
Oh, that's right, because he has the kid, and you're just like
Yeah.
punching him in the air and shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
remember that. Yeah, that is
Yeah,
a good fight. That is a good fight.
it's a good fight. But yeah, dude, the other thing that's been bugging me is the level system. Like, it's kind of like Destiny-ish, where you only level up by like equipping higher level gear. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you don't level up through experience. Like, the experience is used to unlock the skills, and like I started like I have like a lot of the skills unlocked now because I thought that was how you like leveled up or you leveled up through the experience, and no. So like even though I have all these skills unlocked and I'm getting pretty decent at the combat, that's what frustrates me about like being locked out of all these areas. I go and explore and I still get my ass whipped because my gear doesn't. I'm still level 2, and like I'm doing all these story missions, and then like usually like in any sort of RPG or like experience based game, like doing story missions grants you a fuckload of experience and you level up, you know, and that's how you like do shit. You do side quests and you level up. But in this one, that's not an option. So you're
yeah. The thing is, like for the side quests, usually grant you like amulets and that kind of thing.
mm-hmm.
So that's what you got to be keeping an eye on and equipping like the higher level amulets and all that kind of thing. You know, I agree with you. It is kind of weird, like the way they did it. It is weird, but also I feel like this is the first time that they did a level system like
Yeah.
that intensely with God of War.
Mm-hmm. For
Like
sure.
the other God of Wars had like
It was just skill
skill
trees.
trees that you can
Yeah.
unlock and all that, but it wasn't as intense as this one where like you actually have stats and you can like
The stat system
totally.
is super weird too. I don't even know how to like start to get into that to like talk about it because I don't even understand it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like you just gotta really read what it says and just kind of cater to what you want, you know, like
Yeah.
if you play a certain way, you want to give them more melee damage, or if you die, if you get hit a lot when you're playing because you go berserk, you want more vitality, that kind of thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, it's different, but it's not terrible in my
I don't
opinion.
know. I think they do like a bad job of explaining it because like some things will be like, oh, well, this says +2. Is that good? Like +2 this? Like, is that good? And then like you'll go to something else and be like, oh, this is +12. I guess +2 isn't good. Like, what am I supposed to be looking like? It's just confusing. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I get you.
it's still a good game. I'm still like enjoying my time with it. I'm still definitely like enjoying the story and like invested in it and everything. It's just little things like that like kind of like throw me off.
Yeah,
But I mean,
I
it's
get
like you
that.
said, they're new to like an RPG type of system. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
they just kind of missed the mark a little bit on that, but it's still a good game. Other than that, um, Destiny like always, but we won't really get into that. Nothing really interesting happened this week in Destiny. We just played some more Iron Banner. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's about the only thing I think that was new this week.
Uh, I bought and installed and tried to get into For Honor, and fuck For Honor. That game is fucking garbage, yo. Like, it puts you through this stupid ass tutorial, and as a colorblind, let me fucking go off for a second. As a fucking colorblind individual, the fact that they lock the colorblind setting behind the tutorial when you need to see the color of an indicator to be able to play, like, what is that nonsense? Oh, you beat the tutorial now. Now you can fucking see. Like, oh my god, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. Like that shit was whack. The way I've been playing For Honor for a while, like since it came out. So I got pretty used to. I haven't played in a while, so I was pretty trash when I was playing with you. But
Yeah, by the way, pause, side tangent. Eric's like, why do you keep dying to this boss guy? Here, let me share play with me. And I share play with him, and instantly he grabs it and fucking dies to the same guy.
Let me tell you
Why
though.
is this guy so hard? Yeah.
Let me tell you though, like my brother plays that game religiously. Like he knows that like game like forward and back. Like he is really, really good at it. Like he's one of those like he was like one of the top tier players. He was coaching people in For Honor for a good minute.
What? That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so like this is how much he played this game. Like he was coaching people and teaching people how to play the game because it's kind of confusing, you know. Like the fight system is can be overwhelming, and so I had him go through that same level because I was like, dude, I don't remember it being that hard. And so he was going through it and he was like playing it and he was getting hit and he's like, the fuck?
Yeah.
So
It's like, what's
I don't
happening?
know why. I don't know why. And then I think what he was trying to explain is I think all the tutorial and story stuff, none of that got updated when they updated the way that the characters play. So they do like they do updates to the characters and to the way they play. They just they do patches, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So they change things here and there and move things around. And apparently, he says that he doesn't think that the tutorials have any of those changes to the enemies. It's all like base game stuff. So stuff that we're used to doing now is kind of like I don't know the way he was explaining it was kind of strange, but I guess it's just harder than it should be for a fucking tutorial.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, anyways, yeah, that was I'm not I encourage you to give it another try with friends. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to give up on it just yet, but it was a very bad first impression. I'll just say that. All right, but other than that shit show, I've been playing more BioShock on the Switch. I played on my lunch break at work, so I get like about an hour a day into that, and it's honestly like super dope to play in small chunks like that, especially because like the Switch has like literally I've never turned that game off since I started it. Like I started it and I just like I save obviously still like normal, but I just put it in rest mode. So my Switch has just been running it for weeks.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a cool thing about
yeah,
Switch for sure.
it's
Yeah,
super cool that I can just like pick it up, play a short chunk of it, put it back down, pick it right back up, and like I like it, dude. BioShock's actually really, really cool. I'm finally like getting like a bit more invested in the story. Like I finally like feel like I'm getting decent at like surviving in the combat and killing big daddies and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? Like it got
they can be a handful.
yeah, it was rough for a while, but like it sucks because like there's no real like there's no like mechanic to like help you like avoid shit. You know what I
Oh, you
mean?
just
Like
got to run around.
yeah, and there's no sprint even. Like you're always moving at the same speed. So like it's just weird. You just gotta like get behind stuff quick and like it's definitely
old school FPS.
it's old school.
Man.
It's old school, and like it's not even like really like not traditional either, because like it's FPS, but there's no aiming down the sights. You don't ADS ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't. So
It's
like
more like
it's
it's more like old Doom.
yeah, it's like you're always like hip firing type of thing. It's really really strange, but I mean, I'm getting through it. I've unlocked like a bunch of like power ups and shit now that like make shit a lot more manageable. So still pushing through that. It's a good game. And other than that, yeah, I think yeah, just Ghost. That like I haven't played. Like I finished that, so I haven't played it since. But I did have that stream today, and like so I hinted at it in the beginning. But holy crap, that was the first time that I've played Legends with you before a couple times.
We played the story
Literally like
missions. Yeah.
twice. I think we've played when we've just done a couple of the story missions. We never done anything else. And I tried survival for the first time with four homies. It was four of us. Dude, that shit is fucking brutal.
Yeah, I was
It
watching that,
is
dude. It was
really
crazy.
hard. And like the later the more you get into it, like the harder the enemies are. Like as the waves progress, like they start throwing in those like crazy demon dudes with like mauls and the ones that throw the crows, if you remember those.
Yep.
Oh my god, dude, it gets so crazy. Like I don't know, like you have to like. I mean, it was especially tough because we were all like trying to interact with our chats and like keep an eye on the stream and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So like when you can't like sit and focus, like I feel like if we were like off stream and we were able to like focus and actually communicate and shit like that, it might be a little more manageable. But dude, it was kicking my ass. But it's super fun though.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, dude, I think the way that they did that where you can play the story missions with your homie
Hmm.
and then like those story missions look like it looked like they introduced like some of the bosses that you
Yeah,
see in survival and I don't know if they're included in the raids or not, but yeah, I think like their story missions are probably there for like, you to learn mechanics and then they just throw you into survival after that.
exactly, dude. And it's wild, man. Like we gotta try it out. Like your brother was actually in the stream too, and he was like just like talking about it in the chat. He says he's
Yeah,
down.
I saw
He
him for
says
a
he's
bit.
down to run it. So if we ever want to hit him up. Also, the homie Ace. Apparently, Ace says that
Yeah, I saw
he
that.
completely maxed his level out. So there you go. We
Hell
can
yeah.
probably run it with plenty of the homies out there in the community, man. So definitely gotta get back into that. It's super fun, and I guess like Ace was telling me too that it's like that it's like very Destiny like in the loot sense. Like they have like legendary gear with like crazy ass exotic perks and stuff like that. So like
Yeah.
I definitely gotta try and hop into that a little more. It's a good mode, and the fact that it was free is crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I agree. Game of the year, man.
Game of the year. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much been my week. We can start moving into our little topic of Roonies here real quick. Move through these
Topic of Roni.
move through these pretty quick here. This is a bunch of little small stuff, including a fake Nintendo Directly. This one had a bunch of crazy stuff in it, but I'm gonna send you the link here in the chat. The most hilarious thing is like sometimes these happen once every in a while, Eric, where I guess the leaker's just like if we print it out on paper, it'll
Oh,
seem
I think I saw this.
it'll seem
Yeah,
more
yeah.
official, and it's
I
just
think
like
I saw
they
this.
literally just fucking like went into Microsoft Word and put the Nintendo logo on it for internal use only, but they
Yeah.
have a bunch of like
Classic.
typos and like weird shit in there. Like, come on, y'all. Like,
First party
it's not.
software.
Yeah, if it's
Software.
soft war, yeah. Like, come on, dude. It's not even like on like business like legal stock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What people like corporations used to print stuff like. But like, it's just hilarious how they're like, "Oh, we'll make it look official with the seal at the top, and it's on paper, and it's gotta be real." Like, shut the fuck up.
Wow. Yeah,
Uh,
I saw this I saw this piece of paper on Twitter
Yeah,
too. That shit was hilarious. That had me cracking up because I was like, dude, are these people for real?
yeah, it had a
Like,
bunch of like dumb stuff. It claimed to have the name of Breath of the Wild 2, and it was something stupid. Metroid Resurgence, Fire Emblem Echoes, Path of like no.
just, just, just no.
Mario Odyssey 2, Mario Kart 9, yeah, right. They're not gonna make Mario Kart 9 till the next Switch when this one sold 30 million plus units, and it's fucking 7 years old.
Oh,
But
and then what got me was like all this other stuff that they put up here, like these games, Call of Duty, Black Ops, Cold War, only available natively on Nintendo Switch Pro.
okay. Yeah, like Final Fantasy 7 Remake was on there, I think. Like, get the fuck out. Oh yeah, same thing. It says the same thing that Final Fantasy Remake is coming, but it's only available on the Pro. Like, it's just all kinds of fake, but yeah, it's on paper. It must be real, y'all. Moving on from that, Xbox sent out an interesting survey to its players. They're asking basically like, "Hey guys, did we fuck up? Did I know you guys saw that PlayStation controller and the Dual Sense, and we're just wondering, should we have put stuff like that in ours? You guys think
Have innovated.
should we have? You guys think we should have? Yeah." And what's funny is like they released a patent a while ago. A patent came out a couple weeks ago dating back to 2017, and Microsoft was like apparently experimenting with similar type of like resistive triggers and shit like that and the haptics and everything.
Yeah.
So, it's not like they didn't look into it, but I don't know if they deemed it too expensive or whatever the deal is with them, but like ended up not happening for them, and now they're kind of like, hey guys, you guys cool with with the controller, or you guys want stuff?
Yep.
So I don't know. I think they should have done a better job with innovating with that controller, because that's part of the reason why that system doesn't feel as next gen as the PlayStation does. You know what I mean? Because it's the
Yeah.
same exact
Just like a
controller with an
PlayStation.
extra fucking button. You know what I mean? Like meanwhile, you got homeboy over here, Mr. Dual Sense, with the crazy triggers, the crazy sticks, the crazy rumble. Like, it's just all around, like, it feels like I unboxed something new and I'm playing something new. You know what I mean? It feels different.
Yeah, exactly. I still, to this day, dude, I still can't get over like opening up the PlayStation, plugging it in, and that feeling of like the Astros Playroom, dude. That shit got to me. Like that shit
Mm-hmm.
told it to me. Like
Dude, it really does.
if you want to sell PS5s like at like a store, what you do is you put Astros Playroom out there with a dual sense, and you just let people try it.
Exactly, dude. Because
That's it.
it literally is like mind blowing when you first play that
And
game.
the crazy thing is, a lot of the games that are supposed to like take advantage of this stuff aren't even out yet. They're not even out yet, dude.
Not even out yet. Dude, Horizon's probably gonna be crazy with the triggers. Like, it's gonna probably might get a little annoying, to be honest.
I feel like it might, but at the same time, I feel like as someone who played Horizon a lot, I feel like it would add just like that little bit of oomph to it.
Yeah,
Because Horizon just plays like great to begin with. So
I played it a bit. It's a good game.
yeah, you played it on PC. You didn't even play it on your PlayStation.
Oh, I played that thing at a nice 60 frames.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not on the collections, honestly.
Yeah, that also seems super weird to me. Like, I know Spider-Man is in it because obviously they're trying to sell that remaster. What's good, but I don't know why
Oh,
Horizon's not
you
up
know
in there.
why? That just what you just said brought it to light to me. I think what it is, they're probably gonna have some kind of like Horizon 1 and 2.
Oh, that would actually, yeah, that would actually make a lot of sense.
Kind of same deal with Spider-Man. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Yeah, I see that.
yeah.
And sticking with the Xbox controller thing here, it's gonna a lot of talk about the Xbox controller this week. Apparently, they're also facing a similar class action lawsuit like Nintendo regarding stick drift.
Already for the new one for the Series
No,
X.
apparently dating back to the Xbox One even. It's just like that controller, and
Damn.
it just got updated to include even the brand new the Elite Series 2 controller.
Yeah.
I guess even that one's having stick drift issues too. And that one, like, dude, that one, if you get stick drift on that one and you just paid literally $200 for that thing, like, ooh, I'd be fucking
Yeah,
pissed too, bro.
I would be too, dude.
Yeah, like, I mean, people get mad about the Joy-Con drift at $80. Now imagine over double that shit, dude. Fuck no.
Hell yeah, fuck that.
So
I felt that. I felt that, man. I had to buy new Joy Cons, and let me tell you, they were pretty. It was a hefty price, but
yeah, dude,
you
they're like
have to
80
do it. You have
fucking
to do it.
bucks.
It gets to the point. Like mine got to the point where I had to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So
But yeah, man, pretty crazy stuff there. I didn't even know Xbox had issues with stick drift until I saw this lawsuit nonsense. You know what I mean?
yes, neither did I. Honestly, I
I,
shit.
the issue I did have with my Elite controller, I don't know if I can show it off, but literally my sister dropped it from a very low chair, so it wasn't even a big drop. But literally, my triggers just like snapped and broke, and now they're like hanging all. You see that?
Oh yeah, dude. What the hell? What in the heck?
Yeah, and like they still like work kind of, but they don't click. They don't do the satisfying button click. It's just gross and like broken feeling.
Ugh.
So like, yeah.
So it just broke from a very low fall. You're saying
Mm-hmm.
it was not as durable as it should have been.
And not in the slightest, my guy.
You know, I wonder if PlayStation probably has like lawsuits like this too, because I've heard other players as well, like some of the other homies that we play with say,
I've dropped it so many times.
no,
Nothing's
not
happened.
sir, not with the DualSense, with the DualShock.
Oh, with the DualShock 4?
Yeah, with the DualShock 4.
No,
Because
I don't
I
know.
even
I wouldn't know.
because I have one controller that has drift in
A
it.
DualShock 4?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I have one that has drift, but that's the other one. And I know other people for sure that have had to buy new controllers because they've gotten drift in their DualShocks 4. But at the same time, these guys have played their PlayStations heavily,
Mm-hmm.
and they're playing it like hours every day. And on top of that, they have these controllers. I had a conversation with them before about this, and they have like these controllers for like a year at least,
Mm-hmm.
a year or two before they start getting any drift.
Yeah, so you gotta like really fucking
So it's
go
like just
ham at it.
wear and tear, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
So, but I wonder because people do be dropping lawsuits like bombs.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. And the last controller topic, but not the last Xbox topic here. So Microsoft apparently has to bow down to their Duracell overlords. So Duracell made this statement because you know how the Xbox controllers all use AA batteries instead of having like a rechargeable battery pack.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, well, apparently a Duracell spokesperson has said like, oh yeah, they do that because of a long-standing deal with Duracell, and we've always had a partnership, and blah blah blah. So like, and then like literally a Microsoft representative came up like a couple of days later and was just like, hey y'all, that's not true. We don't have. There's no deal. He was like, we intentionally offer consumers a choice in their battery additions, in their battery solutions for our standard wireless controllers. So basically, they just like to offer the choice because you can obviously buy the little Xbox rented battery pack, third party battery packs, or just rechargeable battery. I mean, I guess it is nice to have options. And the argument that I saw online today from people, which honestly resonated a bit with me right now, because I need to get a second DualSense for this reason, because I hate having to charge it, is it is nice if you have batteries on hand, that is, you know, if your controller dies, to just instantly swap them out and have a full controller to good to go for a while, as opposed to with this guy, when I'm over here, have my whole like freaking pillow nest fortress set up to like have good posture while I'm playing back there and laying down. As soon as this hits low battery, I gotta sit all the way back up here where I'm recording right now, so I can plug it in and have it hanging off of the PlayStation while I'm charging it and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I feel you.
Like it's convenient until you have to sit and do like a super extended long play session. You know what I mean? And like your controller starts dying, and you're trying to be comfortable and shit. Like I can see that. I can see that for sure.
I will say though, battery life on these DualSense
pretty good.
Really good.
Pretty good.
I feel like I don't feel the same way that you do, because I sit in my chair here and I play on my TV here from my chair. My room is small, so I'm comfortable enough to where it's not a problem for me. But
my room is smaller because I have a bed, but no area to set up a desk or anything. You know what I mean?
That's true. This is true.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, the way I play, the way I have it set up, like, I don't have a problem with it. But I totally see where that is definitely a problem for not just you, but a lot of people. So, yeah, man. But who the fuck uses batteries nowadays, though?
Me,
you
bro.
know what, though?
You know how many Xbox controllers I have? Dude, and like, I use like these, like this GameCube Switch controller uses batteries. That's why you gotta be rechargeable, get battery gang, bro. Like, it's simple.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah, you get the rechargeable AA's, man. They're still useful. They've been useful since I was a kid, and they're still not letting me down. So I'll give Duracell props for that. I think these are actually Energizers.
You think you just showed Energizer?
Shout out to the bunny.
Oh shit!
That bunny was dope. Alrighty, but moving on to the next little topic here. So there was a giant cyberpunk supposed internal leak from a developer that was like with all these crazy stories of why everything was so bad and confirming all this like crunch and all this like, they were torturing us and blah, 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 like basically like feeding into all the rumors and all the behind the scenes shenanigans that's supposedly going on.
Yeah.
Ended up being completely fake.
Surprise, surprise.
Says CD Projekt Red. But the only reason that like I agree with them that it's totally fake, I didn't know what the source of this thread was. I thought it was I was led to believe that it was on Reddit, but it came out of 4chan.
Oh, you can't ever trust anything out of 4chan.
It came out of fucking 4chan.
No, fuck that.
Yeah, so like CD Projekt Red came out and made a statement and was like, normally we don't comment on rumors, but this time we wanted to make an exception as this story is just simply not true.
Yeah, I mean, 4chan, really?
Yeah.
But hey, dude, at least we know that Cyberpunk still just sucked.
Yep, still a fucking disaster, still a dumpster fire, still a shit show. So, I mean, honestly, they just keep finding ways to end up in the news and end up on the podcast every week. So, I mean, as long as they keep fucking up, we'll keep pointing it out. You know what I mean? So
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, man, moving on from that and back to Nintendo a little bit here. I mean, back to Microsoft a little bit. Did you know that when Microsoft, before they launched the original Xbox, and they were trying to find ways to successfully break into the console market, uh, they a couple of representatives were sent to Nintendo headquarters to discuss Microsoft purchasing Nintendo outright, just buying Nintendo.
Ah.
And that's literally what happened. 100%. The exact quote from the guy who the Microsoft guy who was set. He says, "They just laughed their asses off." Bacchus said to Bloomberg. Like, imagine an hour of somebody just sitting there and laughing at you. That was kind of how the meeting went. So it's fucking Miyamoto and Reggie were just literally just like, just like literally laughing at these dudes' faces, man. So clearly,
Wow.
clearly they were apparently like they were approaching a bunch of companies. They got rejected by EA. They were trying to buy EA. They got rejected by something. I think Rockstar or something else. Like
Square. I think they're trying to buy Square.
Square. Yeah, like.
I think they also at that time were trying to buy Rare.
And what they ended up doing when they did buy Rare, but
Eventually, not at
what they
that
ended
time
up
though.
doing actually is like since Sega was about to go under right at that time, like Sega had the Dreamcast and that was their last ditch effort, and they were going out. They ended up like securing a lot of like the games and IPs that were like Sega exclusives type of things to continue on Xbox. So that's kind of where they were able to find a crack to slip in. But yeah, dude, none of the big companies were fucking having it. They're just like, get the fuck out of here. We're not for sale, you know?
Yeah, my favorite. This is my favorite topic of today, just because this is the thought of like two guys just like just
Yeah,
laughing at
just
some other dude across the table, you know?
yeah, it's just like at a board, just a giant boardroom table, and it's just like see the guy just at the like on the other end, just like looking down, just like oh fuck, it's just like
Did you hear what this guy
just
said?
like
Did you hear
pointing
that?
at him and shit. Oh, that's fucking sad.
No, for real. Okay, so let's hear your offer again.
Just like laughing again, like oh god.
Oh, that poor guy.
It's like freaking Bender from Futurama where he's like laughing. Oh, you're serious? Let me laugh even harder, you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
And just to touch on a small bit of news here, just kind of spells out the future of the PS4 and stuff like that. So, as of I believe next month, all PlayStation systems in Japan are going to be discontinued, besides the PS4 Slim. So the Pro's gone, the white Pro's gone, the white Slim is gone, the original's gone, the Glacier White one is gone. The only one they're making from now on at all
The Slim.
is the black 1 terabyte PS4 Slim. So you know they're clearing those manufacturing lines out, hopefully ramping up production on those PS5s because it's still impossible to get one of those, man.
Dude, I know so many people that are still trying to get one.
Still trying.
I do know of a few people who have managed to cop.
Like over the
And
past couple weeks, even.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know where are they restocking.
Do you remember our friend Richard?
Mm-hmm.
He recently got his PS5 from Amazon.
From Amazon, huh?
Yeah, well, he bought it. He got it short, like a week after they did that last restock when I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Like a week after, I guess there were some cancellations or something. I don't know what happened, and he just managed to get himself a PS5 after all that.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then he just received it like a few weeks ago.
Wild, man. But yeah, man, I'm pretty sure that they're gonna follow suit, cutting them from stores like throughout the rest of the world pretty soon too. So PS4 is going out already, man. Taking them off the shelves.
I mean, it's time, dude.
Is it though? Because like there's still like a few big games that are confirmed to be coming to both systems. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true, but just like you said, how are they gonna ever catch up to the demand if they don't like open some of these factories up? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't start producing these other systems. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure if there's more demand for PS4s, but the thing is, like, if the PS5 can play PS4 and PS5 games, why would they go and try and make more PS4s? And I think it's cool that at least they're leaving one option on the table, so it's not completely gone. And honestly, if you're looking into a PS4 and you haven't bought one already, they're like dirt cheap right now. So
Yeah, I feel you. But yeah, man, we can move on from that, and we can just touch on something really quick here because it's not really anything. Because it happens pretty. Sometimes it's happened before. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's happened other times, and it does mean something. So people are so thirsty for Nintendo Directs and news in general from Nintendo that they're literally stalking like their different YouTube channels at all times and seeing the playlists and how they're moving and updating and stuff like that. And the most recent thing that people have been keeping an eye on is those crazy Pokemon fans on the Pokemon YouTube. They removed the January Direct from last year and created like an unlisted post on there. So people are saying like, and they do that sometimes if there's like there's a direct in January, a Pokemon Direct in January of one year. If they do another one the next year, they usually remove the previous one to remove confusion. Like when people search up January Direct.
oh, makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they clear the playlist up like that, and they usually cycle out the older ones to make room for newer ones.
Yeah.
So that happened on their playlist this week. They cycled out last year's January Pokemon Direct. A new unlisted video went up, so people are, you know, running to the hills, throwing their hands up in the air, and and confirming a freaking Pokemon Direct for later this month. But it's possible because they do have an anniversary year, it's the 25th anniversary, and they said they're going to be planning a big old shebang all year for it. So might as well start announcing stuff early. But who knows, man? We'll see if anything ends up happening before the end of the month.
Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow coming to Nintendo Switch.
That'd be dope. I'd buy them. Not gonna lie.
I'd probably buy them again as well.
Mm-hmm.
For like the sixth, seventh time.
Yep, I bought Crystal on the DS.
Yeah, I did too. So did I, sir.
I caught a shiny Lapras in that crystal.
Did you really?
Yeah, I don't know how I get it out of there. But yeah, man, Pokemon Direct maybe later this month. We'll fucking see, but I doubt it.
Yeah, these fucking rumors, dude. Every week there's some kind of rumor.
Mm-hmm. And we can start moving on to the main topics here. Starting off with it's all Nintendo. The main topics are all Nintendo this week. All the small topics for Xbox and all the big topics for Nintendo. Nintendo bought Next Level Games finally. So Next Level Games was basically considered like a second-party developer because they had been working almost exclusively with Nintendo anyway for a very long time. It's a Canadian developer. They developed the Luigi's Mansion series. They developed Luigi's Mansion 3. They're the ones that actually made Super Mario Strikers back in the day. If you remember Strikers, the soccer game.
Yes, I do.
Like, bro, like Next Level Games has always been coming through with some dope Nintendo games. So
does this mean we're getting a new Strikers?
Speaking of that, I read an article. It's not anything. It's just a little side tangent. I think I read an article earlier this week, or I read something about how probably not, because apparently because of Mario Strikers, Nintendo at that era went through this, like, after Strikers, they went on this crackdown of like, oh, we need to crack down on how Mario and our characters are portrayed in like media made by other people, like games made by second party developers, because I guess they were too aggressive and like people didn't like seeing Mario angry on the cover and stuff like that, according to market research and some weird shit. Like apparently
What?
Strikers was too edgy for people. And after that, Nintendo was like, oh my God, no, we need a what? We can't have Mario scaring people and being edgy. We need to crack down on this. So I don't know if we're gonna get another Strikers, bro.
Soccer, the game of soccer is too edgy for
Too
Nintendo.
hardcore for Mario, dude. Yeah, fuck.
But he'll play tennis
Yeah,
and murder people. It's okay.
no contact sports, bro.
What about Smash? What the fuck are they talking about?
I
He
don't
gets stabbed
know,
by
dog.
Sephiroth.
He got hooked by his overalls.
But we were made to think he was stabbed.
He was actually stabbed by Ridley in the Ridley reveal trailer though, because there was no like Ridley. They just show like a red silhouette of Mario just being stabbed, and there was no like cute reveal of him being okay afterwards. He just got fucking murked.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why? Bring back strikers. Let's start a petition. I need to get Bean Dad on the case.
Be dead. That's never gonna be not funny. But yeah, anyway, dude, they finally bought them. So I think Nintendo was kind of like forced to buy them in a way because, I mean, they've been working for them for so long and never offered. But I guess the company made a statement. They're saying, like, hey, we're working with our senior partners and investors to make the company go public, and it's about time we sold the company and all that shit. So they're getting ready to sell and take offers, and Nintendo's like, oh shit, if someone else buys them, what happens to Luigi's Mansion? Get them fast, you know?
Yeah, that's actually a smart move by them.
Yeah, so those people secured money forever. Nintendo gets a dope new studio that they already have confidence in, so it was a win-win there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, moving on from that, we had the Monster Hunter presentation / direct today. Did you end up having a chance to check that out at all?
No, I have not. I've been getting ready for my trip, so I've been out of the house all day.
That's all good, dude. Honestly, it wasn't anything too crazy. They just showed off a new trailer for the
Okay.
game. They showed off a couple of like same thing that they've showed before. They showed off like a showcase on like 3 or 4 of the different monsters that are going to be in it.
Nice.
And how they what their movesets are and how you have to like basically it was just a bunch of montages of the player character just getting fucked up by these monsters.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. Like the monsters look really dope. There's this cool like water snake dragon thing called Mizutsune, which was my favorite looking one out of all of them.
Sick.
They all look pretty fucking cool though. And then they detailed a couple like new mechanics. Like apparently now you can do this thing called wyvern riding, where after you stun like a big old dragon type of monster, you can like hop on its back with your like new little like wire bug chain thing that you have now that we've seen him like jumping around with. You kind of like jump on their back and like wrap that thing around them like reins, and you can like drive monsters around and use them to beat up other monsters and shit like that. Like basically like take control of them for a bit. It's pretty crazy.
That's pretty cool. They're in Monster Hunter Iceborne, and Monster Hunter World Iceborne. There's a mechanic in there where I've played with friends and I've seen them riding like some of the bigger monsters, and I'm just like, how are you doing that? And there's a mechanic where you can get on. You don't actually like control them, I don't think.
Yeah. That's what I saw people like fans of it say, that the difference is in World you can mount them.
Yeah,
you
mount
can't
them and
ride them.
Yeah, you mount them and you do some kind of cool attack, and then does ton of damage, and then but you can't actually ride them and like control them. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah, but that game, it looks really fucking good. They showed more gameplay. It looks like a fucking like straight up PS4 game or something running on Switch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's really good. And then they announced that the demo that they had promised is actually out now, so we can actually both go download that. I haven't downloaded it yet, but
no, I haven't either. We should probably do that.
yeah, we should probably go check it out. And play through that and get used to it by the time the game comes out. The game comes out towards the end of March, so we have some time. But
Oh,
yeah,
sick.
it looks really dope, dude. I definitely want to download that demo and give it a try.
Yeah, same here.
But yeah,
I'm
man.
actually gonna do that this weekend.
Yeah, same here. I'm probably gonna set that to download tonight. But yeah, man, we can move on to our final topic of the show tonight, and that's gonna be some data mines for the Switch, revealing some interesting information. The Switch Pro might actually be fucking real, my dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. So Michael Sayers, he's a very well-known hacker slash data miner that works heavily with Switch stuff. He was digging through some like future firmware information and stuff like that, and he says he was seeing stuff in there. A new code name appeared for like because all the different systems have like a different code name that they go under like internally. Says
Yeah.
that a new code name appeared that was running the same like chip that's in the newer models of the Switch, like the revised one and the Lite.
Mm-hmm.
Same chip, so that's not changing. But in the firmware, he was seeing information tied to like 4K output and OLED, like an updated like OLED display.
Hmm.
So that's in their firmware. So they're preparing for something coming in the future. So I mean, it's pretty interesting that it's finally giving a bit of credibility and credence to all those rumors that have been going around literally since before the Switch even launched. And I believe a while ago, a couple years back, the company Sharp, Sharp, they make TVs and shit like that.
Yeah.
Sharp had actually like out of nowhere came out and made a statement saying like they were excited to be. I think we might have talked about it on the podcast.
I think we did. Yeah. I
Yeah,
do
they came
remember
out saying that
talking about
they were like excited to announce that they were going to be working with Nintendo in the future to provide this like IGZO display or whatever it's called to like the Switch. It's like a higher like it's an OLED display with like higher refresh rates and stuff like that. So it's like a very very high end screen. You know what I mean? So Sharp had said that a couple like I don't know if it was a while back, like a year back now or something like that, but
about maybe like 6 months ago,
yeah,
something
it's,
like
it's
that.
it's starting to come to light here that maybe it might be true, and we might actually be getting some sort of revised Switch this year, my dude.
Well, that's fucking cool.
Yeah,
Can't wait to wait in line for it.
the leaker himself though, Michael Cyrus, he came out and said like, hey, like I don't want anyone reporting this as like some sort of fact or like that I said like he was just like this is all speculation based on like data that I'm seeing in here, but it could be nothing. Like it could be stuff that they're testing and doesn't end up coming out. Like
Yeah,
could be anything. You know what I mean? So
like the Stewie Griffin.
yeah, just Stewie Griffin. So he doesn't like he's not trying to like he says he's not trying to like be out here trying to confirm that something's coming or that like Switch Pro coming out next month or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just he's just providing data on what he's seeing.
Which is all he can really do.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's pretty interesting. Like, you know what I mean? Especially like the Sharp thing. Like, I pulled that myself. I didn't see any like, I didn't read any articles or anything connecting the two. Like, that's the connection I'm making myself because I remember that like that vividly. Like that Sharp out of nowhere, and Nintendo like didn't make any announcement or statement towards it. Or they're kind of just like, oh, what the fuck, like what. Nothing was ever said, So like, it's weird that like a company as big as Sharp wouldn't just come out and say something like that, like willy nilly. You know what I mean? Like they had to have had some sort of discussion with Nintendo. They must be working with them or something. You know what I mean? Like they just be
Who
like,
knows?
"Oh no, we were just lying. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Live
who
for
knows,
cloud on
man?
Twitter." So I mean,
Or what if it
what?
was like
Unless
Sharp Nintendo Mario TV?
like the really really old school one.
Just like a Mario TV, you know what I mean? Like,
Because they have a really really old. I think it's by Sharp. The Nintendo, yeah, the Sharp Nintendo television. It had a freaking NES built into it.
yeah, that's what I'm talking. What if they were just like, what if it's gonna be a fucking TV console, bro?
No, well, see, that's the thing. Like,
Your shit, you know?
I didn't provide, I guess, full information because the guy he also did say that the firmware still allowed for like handheld versus docked play.
Ah,
So it would still be some sort of a hybrid console. So that also
oh,
debunks
okay.
like people's speculations that like the Switch Pro would have been something like more of like a
Stationary.
more like a box like a box and something because they already have full portable with the light. They have hybrid with
Well,
the
if you
regular
think
Switch, and people were saying they might do just a stationary one for the higher resolution and stuff that doesn't move.
right.
But it's
Well,
still
shit, dude. If they can get a fucking OLED screen on an iPad, why couldn't they do it on a Switch? You know?
yeah. I mean, it's just a matter of how much is that gonna cost to manufacture. So how much is that gonna cost people? You know what I mean? Like that's probably why they didn't go with a better display at first, is because they still want it to be affordable. Nintendo doesn't want to come in at $500 like the PS5 and the Series X. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if they do market it like
Because
kind
OLED
of pro,
OLED screens are expensive, my dude.
hell yeah, they are. Yeah, for sure. But the thing is too, like, if they do market it as like it's the same Nintendo Switch but better, then it's still, you know, like PS4 Pro.
Yeah, and
That
I'm
whole
saying
yeah,
they could.
so
And I'm saying it makes sense for them to do it now because
yeah,
OLED has been around for a lot longer, and while it's still expensive, I'm sure it's gone down
in
a
price,
lot
yeah,
from what
since
it
it came
used to
out,
be. You know
yeah.
what I mean? So it might be more viable now for them to put it out, but who knows, man? An OLED screen on a Switch would be fucking dope, though, because
Yeah,
that would make that
seriously,
shit
dude. Hell
pop like
yeah.
crazy.
Hell yeah.
Although you'd have to be a lot more care. Ah, fuck, that would suck. Because I just was praising the Switch about how dope it is that you can just leave it in fucking rest mode for days. Like
Oh,
the
don't
thing,
they heat up real bad?
no, they don't heat up. They do this thing called burn-in, where if you leave like an image on
Ah,
there for like too
that's what it
long,
is. Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
can't just like walk away and leave your Switch on for like 5 minutes, or else like you'll have the shit burned into your screen forever. So you gotta be like really, really careful with that type of shit.
That's true,
So
yeah.
I'm actually getting burn-in on my iPhone screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they can see like the little Safari logo and my email icon at the bottom of the screen at all times. It's weird.
Really?
Hmm. So yeah, man, it's a real concern. It's a real issue. So it's gonna be difficult, like, especially like it'll just like hopefully. Its consumers are fucking dumb though. Hopefully, like people realize it's more of like a higher end one for like an adult, and people aren't buying those for their kids, the expensive one,
Oh,
because
but
like
you know they
yeah, they
will.
will,
You know
and then
they
it's gonna be
will.
this whole scandal because kids aren't gonna fucking take care of that screen. You know what I mean?
They're gonna break it and they're gonna go and
Burn it
complain.
in. Yeah, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
whole shit show. But yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. I mean, 2021 should be a big year for gaming, just in general. And if we end up getting that new Switch, like new hardware is always fucking fun, always welcome. So should be
Hmm.
dope. We'll see what fucking happens, man. Like even though the world's going to shit out there, we still
We can
got
still
video
play
games
games.
to distract us. So hopefully that keeps it coming. So we have something to do, and keep our mind off
Yeah.
things.
Yeah,
But
seriously.
that's pretty much going to do it for us here on the episode. Thank you so much to everyone for listening. Thank you so much for watching if you're on YouTube. If you made it to the end of the episode, you are
Bean
super
Dad.
dope. You are Bean Dad. Oh God, Bean Dad, why? I can't
uh,
believe my favorite podcast has to change their theme song because of Bean Dad.
fucking Bean Dad, bro.
But anyway, you can find me on Twitter at KnifeLifeOSC, KnifeLifeOS. You can find us together at the PodBoyz Advanced, Twitter on PodBoyz Advanced. You can find Erky on the internet everywhere as
Turkey plays everywhere.
Nice, nice, nice. Make sure you guys join the Discord. Link for everything is down below. I actually added a new channel to the Discord this today actually. So we're gonna be starting up next podcast. It's called PodBoyz Questions. So if you go up in there throughout the week and leave us a question, we will pick it up and answer it on the podcast for you guys. We're gonna be doing that on days when there's not much stuff to cover and stuff like that. When we like don't have much to talk about, we can fill some time with it with a dope question or anything. We already have a couple in there. So starting next week, make sure you guys get those questions in, and we will answer them here on the podcast. I thought it would be a pretty cool way to get some more audience interaction up in here. What do you think, bro?
Yeah, dude, I think it's a great idea, and I'm excited to answer some random questions.
Nice. They don't even necessarily have to be gaming related. Whatever the hell you guys want.
Ask us about Bean Dad.
Hi, I'm Eric. Ask me about Bean Dad.
Oh, man. You know, the story related to that is so terrible, but it's just the name.
The name.
Bean Dad is just like the greatest fucking term of life. I cannot get over this. I might not be Eric Plays for very much longer, guys. I might turn to Bean Dad, so keep an eye.
The call of Bean Dad is strong with this one. Eric is like enthralled by this name, and he must have it online.
You don't understand, man. You don't understand. I am a living, breathing dad, but I'm not a dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Eric's the internet's Bean Dad.
Yes, I am Bean Dad. I swear, but not really. I'm not Bean Dad. I don't starve children.
Anyway, you can find this on audio at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, everywhere else that Anchor puts us. You can just go straight to Anchor if you prefer that. But other than that, we will see you guys next week. My name is Oscar.
And I'm Eric.
And we've been the PodBoyz Advance. We'll see you guys later. Peace.
See ya, Bean Dad. Don't eat the apple pie.
Bean Dad.
Bean Dad won't give you apple pie.
Okay, you see the crust and you understand the crust. Okay, I'll stop. Bye.